Today, on my usual daily trip to the supermarket, I walked in and found a tiny female queen crab for sale, and she was just way too adorable to leave behind. Feeling it was destiny, I decided to make her my companion and take her home, and here we are already back. You okay, girl? Still alive? Oh, by the way, this little cutie I bought today is a tiny female queen crab, and she's carrying eggs. Look, eggs! Because her body is so small she can weaken incredibly fast, so I'm putting her into seawater right this second. I've already mixed the salt water. Every moment counts. I'm sorry it's really a bit cramped in there. Easy does it. Easy. Finally you can breathe. She's breathing now. The trip from the shop took about 40 minutes, and I had punched holes in the plastic wrap during the ride, but who knows if that was enough. Oh, she's moving. Look at her move. She's twitching a little. Let's get the aeration pump going right now. Switch on. I think she was really starved for oxygen, so I'm using the aeration pump like this to help her recover from the lack of air. Still, the fact that she's carrying eggs scares me. She may have spent huge amounts of energy on them and have no strength left now. Okay everyone, it's been 30 minutes since then. So how is our queen crab doing? Ah, she's definitely livelier than before. Look at the energy in her legs. Just to explain again, this species is called a queen crab because it grows larger than a snow crab normally does. Exactly. Male queen crabs are larger while females are smaller, and in Japan they inhabit the seas around Hokkaido. They are often mistaken for snow crabs, but queen crabs have a wider carapace, thicker legs, and a darker browner color than snow crabs. The mouth plate forms an M-shaped notch, whereas the snow crabs is completely flat, so you can tell them apart easily too now. This queen crab likes chilly water and can move actively at 2 to 8 degrees Celsius, whereas a snow crab needs about 0 to 3 degrees when kept. Since she endures warmer ranges and is hardier than a snow crab, the queen crab is definitely easier to keep. So let's start building the aquarium she'll live in right now. Wow, this looks great. My voice is echoing. Oh yes, check out this tank. Isn't it awesome? I chose a 60 centimeter aquarium that's extra wide at 45 centimeters. Next, I'll assemble the aquarium stand to set it on so the queen crab has space to move around freely. Alright everybody, the aquarium stand is finished. I've built about 3 aquarium stands recently, so I wrapped this one up pretty quickly, but if you're not used to it, I think it'll take around 2 hours. Having a cordless power driver like this really speeds things up, so I recommend it. Once you pour seawater into this tank, it becomes incredibly heavy. A regular table would collapse, so you need a dedicated aquarium stand. This particular stand won't give way even if someone stands on it, so you can trust it completely. Alright everyone, it's finished. This upper tank cost 28,000 yen. The aquarium stand underneath was 12,000 yen. At my parents' place, a budget 60 centimeter tank can be had for around 5,000 yen and an aquarium stand for roughly 7,000 yen. So with about 15,000 yen, you can set up both tank and stand on the cheap. Alright, next we'll put coral sand and seawater in here. The coral sand we'll be using this time was bought on Amazon. It's a premium grade coral sand. The grains are a bit coarse. Adding coral sand lets beneficial bacteria colonize easily, helps purify the water, and gives our crabs a foothold, reducing stress, so we're definitely putting this in. There are varieties of coral sand, from grains this fine to even finer kinds that a tiger prawn can burrow into, so we choose the size according to the creatures we keep. Alright, next we'll make seawater. We're using a seawater mix as the base. The great thing is you can pour in straight tap water, no dechlorination needed, so it's incredibly easy. Seawater is incredibly nutrient rich. Along with sodium, it carries magnesium and a host of other elements. Ordinary table salt contains only sodium chloride, so if you simply match salinity with salt alone and keep animals, they'll soon be goners. That's why you must always keep marine life in water made with a synthetic seawater mix packed with diverse nutrients. Next up is this, a hydrometer, absolutely essential when you prepare seawater. It was perfect on the first try. The white arrow rises or falls with salinity, and right now it's sitting around 1.023, which means our seawater is spot on. You can pick up a hydrometer on Amazon, and there are various kinds, but measuring with 2 units just in case feels safer. Okay, the seawater's in. Now we'll attach the aquarium filter and the aquarium chiller. The filter we're using is this trusty Eheim series model that I always rely on. My friend Amasu tipped me off about this, and its filtration power is amazing. We'll place the hose that pulls up water here, and the return hose that sends the water back goes here. Attach the flow control nozzle, and next we hook this up. The aquarium chiller, which, believe it or not, costs 45,000 yen. Pretty pricey, right? Water filtered through the Eheim aquarium filter flows in here, is chilled by the aquarium chiller, and exits over here. Okay, every piece is finally installed, so let's kick the filtration on. Switch engage now. Yes, there it goes. Perfect. With that flowing, we can start dropping the temperature bit by bit. I'll aim for about 8 degrees to start. Remember, if crustaceans face a sudden swing over 3 degrees, they'll keel over instantly. They'll die from shock, so I want to acclimate her gradually. Before putting our queen crab into the tank, we'll match the water. Hey, still alive? Sorry this is taking forever. Hang in there, sweetheart. Okay, I place this hose into the water, suck the air out with my mouth, and once the line is cleared, the siphon principle lets water start flowing down from here. See, the water keeps dripping. Because I primed the hose, loosening this valve sends a steady stream like so. Now that the water's pretty much full, I'll close it off. She's looking a bit perkier. Whoa, look, think she's recovering? Let's get her into the tank. Ready? In you go. Nice and gentle, girl. Easy. She's in. You okay, girl? I'll slide the aeration pump right up to her mouth. The mandibles are moving, but she still seems unable to budge very much. Guys, she's standing, look! A moment ago she was all floppy, but now she's standing upright on her legs. I never really had a chance to study a snow crab's face, but seeing it like this. When you stare at her, she actually has a pretty funny face. A queen crab's lifespan is considered to be up to about 8 years, and after a female reaches reproductive maturity, she lays eggs multiple times throughout life. So it's not like she spawns once and then kicks the bucket. This girl spawns again and again. Because she's a deep-dwelling crab, intense lights like these might cause her stress, so... I'm going to switch the lights off and make the room a little darker while we observe. Crab, snow crab, king crab, snow crab, king crab. Yep, snow crab baby is staying home. And hey, some of you noticed, I've just rented a brand new place. In the tiger prawn video, I stuffed all my belongings into my sister's room, and she went ballistic, texting me online that she'd tossed them in as hairy crab feed. So I ended up renting an extra room. Dear landlord and management company, are you sure about renting to me? Are you renting this place to the right guy? I'm going to fill the entire house with aquariums, you know. I'll line them up hard enough to rip the floors out. The neighbor sleeps just across that wall, so I should probably bring him a little present later. This is my old bedroom at my parents' place, where I keep seafood that used to sit on supermarket shelves. We have Fujitsubo the mud crab, Kagani the hairy crab, Lobster Lob-tan, and tiger prawn Katsuo. Huh? What? Katsuo! Wait, what happened to you? Everyone, one of our tiger prawns named Katsuo has just molted. I'm so happy. It's been a little while, so the shell has gone yellow, but still, Katsuo the tiger prawn molted. If we leave it longer, the water will spoil, so I'll pull it out now. Look, everyone! This is the molted shell of a tiger prawn. It's been sitting a while and now looks like a curry-flavored shrimp cracker. When a tiger prawn molts, this backplate splits first, and then it slides right out, peeling itself free. Alright, bon appetit. That's surprisingly tasty. In the wild, crustaceans regain calcium and other nutrients by eating their own molted shells, but the pets I'm raising hardly ever bother. Proof: these shells have been lying around for ages already. The reason's simple. The prepared food I give them is way more delicious and they're already getting plenty of balanced nutrition, so there's really no need to chew on their own armor at all. That's why in captivity, a whole lot of individuals refuse to eat their own molted shells. Alright then, let's go feed the family. Here's tonight's special on the menu, good old clams, specifically lavasari. Alrighty, first let's feed Fujitsubo the mud crab. Sorry, my bad. It ended up in some random place. Kedama, dinner time. Clam, your all-time favorite. Oh, what? Oh, it ate. The next one managed. The shrimp dropped, reacting to the scent. So, about the little slipper lobster girl we picked up in the previous video, she's wearing the same spaced out face I have after a sauna. She still refuses food, so I impulsively bought a 90cm tank just for her and plan to raise her alone. I desperately want to perk her up and get her to molt, so please cheer her on. Back to the new home. I'm here to check whether our snow crab is okay. Hope she's alive. Alright, opening it up now. Charge in, everyone! Hold on everyone, our snow crab girl is bursting with energy. Seriously, this is wild. Whoa, look at that. Amazing. I never knew a snow crab could scoot around like this. The light I switched on might be making her flail, but remember, she was half dead at the store and literally revived this much in just one day. She is waving everywhere. Snow crabs live in deep seas, so keeping one at home raises questions about water pressure, right? Many people assume that keeping a snow crab at home is impossible because of water pressure, but the truth is that both snow crabs and hairy crabs tolerate low pressure remarkably well, showing resilience to shifts. The same goes for creatures like the giant isopod and the Japanese spider crab. If you provide a tank, an aquarium chiller, and an aquarium filter, you can raise them without trouble. Alright guys. Here comes the first hurdle, and I'm going to offer this little one some food. The meal will be a thawed shrimp. Oh, she's responding. It came this way, so I'll pick it up for you again, but she seems doesn't like it. Wow, she's darting away like crazy. Okay, I'll try offering a slightly larger morsel. I'll leave the food near the front, switch the light off again, and observe her. Reviewing the footage now, I see it hasn't eaten anything at all, so that shrimp clearly failed to tempt it. This is my ultimate move, the ragworm. Most crustaceans absolutely adore ragworms, so I'm guessing it'll eat now. Wait, hold on, she grabbed it! Ugh, please. Even bringing it right up to her mouth doesn't work? From its movements though, she looks incredibly lively. Look at our girl, see? She's lightning fast. We'll toss in more ragworms, kill the lights, and observe her again. Alright everyone, it's been about 5 days since then, but she still refuses to eat. How long can you survive without meals, girl? We even tried 10 different super smelly foods. She turned down every single option, right? Still, I think she's just a shy girl, not yet comfortable in her new surroundings, and simply not hungry. Give her a little more time and she'll surely start munching. I'm going to care for her with everything I've got, so please cheer her on. Also everybody, I'd love your awesome suggestions for her name. I'll be here every single day looking after her, and once she finally eats, we'll drop a sequel. I share daily care updates on Instagram and Twitter too, so please hit follow everyone. Alright then, see you all in the next video. Bye!